Hey everyone, this is Eric at Palm Harbor Homes in Bryan. It's tax time, and what better way to celebrate tax time than with a stock model liquidation sale? So I am standing in one of the homes right now. It's called the Urban Value. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. It's 1736, a really good size, spacious house built from my Austin factory. The beauty of this house, yes, like I mentioned before, it is a stock model sale. It can be put on your property, family property, or preferred community. So standing outside, you can see the really nice look to it on the exterior finish. But let's take a look at the inside, see what this looks like. All right, so we're inside the house. Now, this video is probably gonna be a little bit longer than, who's kidding? Who we're kidding? Yes, it is gonna be a lot longer than the majority of my videos. So I wanted to actually walk through this house so you can get a feel of what you would actually be looking at. So we're gonna start here in the living room. I've got the door open for a reason. Hopefully the microphone can actually pick it up. If you can hear if you can hear the outside noise, but if you can't, just as you're shutting the door, just let you know that it takes away just about all the sound that you have. As you know, we're on a busy highway, Highway 21. There's trucks and big gigantic vehicles always coming up, passing by every single day. It eliminates all that sound. So you think about, we're right here on 21st. And it's eliminating the majority of the sound noise that you have while you're inside the house when you're closed. Think about how soundproof this house is, how well insulated this house is, and just the overall quality in the build. So speaking of the build, just kind of let you know how our Austin houses are built. One, you're looking at full tape and texture throughout the whole entire house. And with that tape and texture, you have 1/2-inch drywall throughout the whole entire house. So that's with that 1/2-inch drywall, it's 70% stronger than what you may traditionally see with a 30-inch sheetrock in some of the houses that may not have that tape and textured finish to them. The other thing is, traditionally, everyone builds them as a 2x4, maybe as a 2x6, 16 inches on center on the exterior walls. This particular house has the 2x4, 16 inches on center. What's unique to this house is that within those tape and textured walls, throughout the whole entire house, you have 2x4 interior walls as well. So again, adding extra strength to the structure of your house. Another thing that this factory does that I really, really enjoy in regards to that structure is that we actually have on our floor joists 2x8s, 16 inches on center is standard. And then the other thing on top of that, your perimeter on each piece of the house, they double up on that 2x8 as well. So you're adding all of this extra strength, extra stability to your house. So that way, one, when you're 2.5, 3 feet in the air, it doesn't feel like you're 2.5, 3 feet in the air. It feels like you're on solid ground. But then also when it comes to the structure and the longevity of your house, it's gonna add that extra time that you're gonna have in your house. Take care of your house. You're talking about normal, 50, 60 year type of lifetime of your home. One of the other things too that I enjoy, obviously, we talk about energy efficiency, how energy efficient these houses are. I know Bryan and College Station, I know I've heard stories about during the summertime, 300, 400, I even got a couple of $600 bills that I heard of this past summer. That's not something that you're gonna get in a Palm Harbor house, particularly from this factory in this Urban Value house. One of the reasons why, obviously, the majority of the heat is going to come into your house is through your windows, right? So we have a standard in our houses. We have the dual pane thermal pane windows, true dual pane thermal pane windows with the argon gas in between them. The other thing too is the heat gain coefficient. The HUD says that it can go up to 0.65 of a heat gain coefficient. So 65% of the solar rays are allowing, the window is allowing to come through. With these windows, specifically in this house, since we are trying to sell this particular house, we're looking at a 0.32 heat gain coefficient. So only 32% of the sun's rays are coming through those windows. I don't have an AC in here in this house right now as I'm talking. It's almost 90 degrees as I'm shooting this video, and it feels comfortable in here. So that's one of the things that allows me to have this type of conversation without AC, is how those windows are made. And we're talking about how we can save you time and save you money. We're saving you money on your electric bill. You're not having to worry about that gigantic electric bill, even in the heat of the summer, even when it's super hot. your house is very well insulated, starting with those windows. The other thing is, as I don't know if you can see, let's go this way. Yeah, vent in the ceiling. So standard in my Austin factory house. The other thing too, it has a graduated air duct system. So it's kind of like, you know how if you want to shoot someone with a water hose, instead of going to the faucet and turning it on, you put your finger on the end and it shoots the air through, right? Tighter space. So it gradually gets smaller, and it's allowing that pressure to push the air through the air duct system to make sure that it's shooting the air throughout the whole entire house without having to use any extra energy. Again, they think of ways to make sure, how are we going to save you time? How are we going to save you money? And then of course, you know, we have the LED lights throughout the whole entire house. All of those things, putting it together, even something as simple as this. Check this out, guys. We're coming over here to the thermostat, just right here. It's not anywhere near a window or an exterior door. Why is that? Well, the reason for that is we want to make sure that it's reading the correct temperature inside the house, and then without accidentally having the heat from the door, from the outside, or the heat from a window coming through, pushing down onto that thermostat and reading a false temperature, cranking on your AC when it doesn't need to. So with being where it's at, it's properly regulating the temperature. It's only kicking on when it needs to kick on. Again, saving you time, saving you money. So all of those things are just simple things that we think about to make sure that your house is energy efficient for you. And all that stuff is standard in this house, which is really cool. So the other thing that I would like to talk about as we're in this room, of course, is the kitchen. Beautiful, beautiful kitchen. And we're gonna walk all the way through. We'll just hit on a couple of things in this house. As you see, it's a huge, gigantic island. Perfect for meal prep. Or you see on the other side, you can put some stools there. And then that way, you can have like a little breakfast with your family, just sitting right here, just having some quality time with everybody. One of the other things too, of course, obviously, you have your standard Whirlpool appliances. In this house, they are stainless steel. Name brand, name brand is gonna be better than generic. You're gonna have better warranties. And if something were to happen, you can go to a Lowe's or a Home Depot, Buddy's Appliance, whatever it may be, and get a part you need. If it's non-warranty related, take care of it and you're done, good to go. One of the other cool things too that I like, and this is something standard, the ceramic tile backsplash. Yes, and the one, ceramic tile backsplash, excuse me. It's aesthetically appeasing. Very nice, it looks easy on the eyes. Obviously, when it comes to the value of your house, it increases the value of the house. But it's also practical, guys. So you think about this. I'm big. There's a reason why I'm big. I like to cook, I like to eat. And then when I'm cooking, my wife will attest to this. If she watches this video, she can comment on it. When I'm cooking, I'm messy. And it's not just going on the stove, it's going on a countertop, it's going behind the stove, it's going around the sink. Wherever I'm at, I'm making a mess that I've got to clean up later. But the good thing is with the ceramic tile backsplash, it's easy to clean. You're not having to worry about wiping down any drywall and then creating this big gigantic stain area to where it looks different than the rest of the wall, because you're always having to constantly clean it. Easy to clean, long lasting. And the other thing too, as we come over here to the sink, water's always going to find a way, or at least it's going to try to. So what are the things that backsplash is going to do is it's going to protect your house when it comes to water going up against your drywall. It's going to be that extra protection, that extra barrier to make sure that your house is you're never having to replace that sheetrock behind that backsplash because of water, because of stains, whatever it may be. This is going to last the lifetime of your Palm Harbor house. It's wonderful, wonderful added feature benefit that is standard in the house. The other thing that I like is you have your Durbrand built cabinets. A couple of things on those. One, they make them at the factory. They have machine press, they do everything to build them based specifically on that specific floor plan. So these are specific for the Urban Valley. One of the things that touch base with on the cabinets, one, on your hardwood doors, they are true hardwood doors. So sturdy, long lasting, very durable. The other thing is you have the hidden hinges. One, aesthetically appeasing, but they're also more economical for you when it comes to the durability of your cabinets. You know, one, you can open them as wide as this, versus on the outside hinges, they're not going to open up as much. But they're easy to adjust if you ever need to as well, versus you're having to, the best way to explain it is, as you're pulling on a cabinet, you're always pulling down. And that top hinge, if it's on the outside, it's normally it's going to end up wearing and tearing on your cabinets. And you're going to get to a point to where you're going to have to replace it, or you're going to always have to constantly go back in and screw it back in. Why? Personal experience. I know what it's like, and it's a pain. But I don't have the hidden hinges like this does. If I did, I would never have to worry about that. The other thing too is all of the upper cabinets, they have adjustable shelves on them. You know, I was talking about the cabinets are made there in the factory. The cool thing is it's a machine press that actually does all the holes for you. So that way, when they're going in and they're punching the holes into the cabinet, it's going to be in the exact same spot every single time. So that way, if you do happen to need to adjust the shelves to make sure that everything that you have, whether it be food, cups, plates, whatever it may be, appliances, and you need to adjust, it's going to fit. But also on top of that, you never have to worry about when you adjust those shelves, is it no longer going to be level? You don't have to worry about your shelf being crooked and you're looking at it and it's going to drive you crazy. And you're going to get to the point to where I'm done. I just want to replace these cabinets because I'm getting tired of looking at that. Don't have to worry about with these cabinets. The other cool thing, soft close cabinets. So if you have that one person in your family that loves slamming cabinet doors or all the doors that they associate with, this is going to be ideal for you there. The other thing too is that not only is it in the cabinets, but it's also in the drawers of the house, throughout the whole entire house as well. Of course, right here, you have this really nice stainless steel farmhouse sink. Really deep, it's 8.5 inches deep. And so that way it allows you to be able to utilize, if you're a baker, if you're a cooker, you have lots of deep dish pots and pans and stuff like that. Easy to use without having to worry about potentially accidentally splashing water somewhere just because your sink is too short. And then of course you have the hoop faucet that's adjustable and you can move it around. Really, really cool look, really good in regards to use. And two other things before we pop off into one of the other rooms. One, you can see outlets everywhere. Let's just take a look here in the kitchen itself. So just in here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 7 outlets just in the kitchen alone. That way, if you do have a lot of appliances, you do have a lot of get-togethers and you need an air fryer, you need a toaster, you need a stand mixer, convection oven, whatever it may be, you can make sure that there's a spot for everything and not having to worry about unplug and replug and where am I going to put this while I'm using this other one. Don't have to worry about that. You've got plenty of counter space to use and you have plenty of outlets to utilize as well. And to go along with that, in regards to storage, you also have this really nice deep pantry. One of the other things with that is the wooden shelves. So, you know, traditionally, a lot of manufactured homes have the metal, the great looking one. Not as durable as these are, and these are going to last a lifetime of your house. But that's what we have here in the dining room, living room, kitchen. Let's go take a look at one of the other rooms. All right, so I'm here in the utility room. Don't have to really talk a lot about this out the spot, but it is a really good size utility room. Obviously, you have enough room for a full size washer and dryer right here, and to go along with that, you have the wooden shelf and the wooden dowel rod, you know, for your laundry detergent and fabric softener and everything like that right here. But the other thing too over here is you've got all of this space right here as well, and you have enough space to either have one of the long or the wider, say, like deep freezes, or if you have like a large family like I have, you need an extra refrigerator. You can do an upright refrigerator and you can still have room for an upright deep freeze. So that way you have extra storage you can utilize for all those drinks or extra frozen meals or anything like that. So the good thing about this utility room, the best thing I would probably say is they maximize the space that you can use in this room. and be beneficial for you and your family. Just a reminder, so this is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. So I'm in one of the secondary bedrooms. This is bedroom 2. Obviously, I'm not going to have to go into both of them. They're going to look pretty similar, but they are pretty good, spacious rooms. Definitely enough to fit a full-size bed, but then also if you need room for a dresser or a nightstand or anything like that, you have the room. The reason why I put the camera right there is because you also have in both of these rooms this huge walk-in closet, and you've got shelving and dowel rods all the way on this side, and then back right over here too. The beauty of that is it has plenty of room for all clothes and stuff like that for whomever might be living in this particular room. And then the other one, but then also it doesn't take up any space of the bedroom. So you have that full space of the bedroom to utilize it the way you need to utilize it, and still have all of this huge room for both bedrooms 2 and bedroom 3. Of course, the last bedroom that we have is here in the master bedroom. Plenty of size. You can definitely fit a king size set into this master bedroom. To go along with that, you also have this huge walk-in closet behind me as well. Definitely have a lot of space. You have the wooden shelves and the wooden dowel rods going on both sides, and you can see right behind me in the back of it as well. So tons of storage in this bedroom without having to buy a lot of extra things to make sure that everything fits. All right, so we're here in the master bathroom. I'll try to utilize the space as best as we can without having to start and stop this video. But just want to let you know, this is one of the focus points in the house. And I want to point out a couple of the reasons why. One, you've got your dual vanities. You have them split in between this nice freestanding tub. The benefits for the split vanity is, one, you can easily get ready at the same time without being on top of each other, getting into each other's personal space. One of the other parts of it too is you have, both of them have the ceramic sink to go along with the guest bath, has the ceramic sink as well. Longer lasting, more durable, aesthetically appeasing. You hear that a lot from me today. You don't have to compare it to, say, like a plastic bowl, to where it may dry out, you may accidentally crack or something like that, and having to replace it. So this is going to be long lasting, very durable. It can save you a lot of time having to replace something, and saving you a lot of money. And to go along with that, all of our sinks also have the metal faucets and not plastic. Same thing, longer lasting, more durable, not having to constantly fix things, repair things going on into the future. The other thing too, you do still have the ceramic backlash behind the counters to protect your sheetrock to make it long lasting for you as well. And one thing that I like about this freestanding tub, one, is, again, aesthetically appeasing. But the other thing too, the previous tub, it on the sides, it went straight down. So there's really no opportunity to actually rest and relax if you're a person who likes to take a bath, to be able to basically just go away for a little bit, so to speak. This one right here actually has an angle on both sides, so you actually can relax and take a nice warm bubble bath if that's your pleasure. And then the other thing too, it has a little shelving area, so that way if you have candles, if you have a book, if you have like some wine or something like that, it has a space for all of that, which is really, really cool. One of the things too that I like to talk about is you have your freestanding tub. You also have this nice walk-in shower. One, it's good size. You can't see it from here, but you have this really nice rainforest type faucet overhead, which is really high. It's 8 feet high. It's 8 feet high. You think about this. It doesn't matter to me. I'm short, but you have someone like my GM who's 6'4", 6'5". You don't have to worry about doing this. So if you're someone who is taller, you're not having to worry bending down just to make sure that you get wet. The other thing too is you have, again, there's more tile, ceramic tile here in the shower as well. So something that is going to be stronger, more durable, longer lasting, protecting your drywall. The other thing too is our tray system at the bottom of what you're standing on. A lot of homes, doesn't matter if it's site built or if it's a manufactured home or a modular. If you're having a walk-in shower, you have a separate tub and shower type thing, you've got a little extra gap in between the subfloor and the tray that you're standing on. What happens over time is that since you've got that gap and you're putting on that weight on this, eventually over time, it's gonna start bending a little bit to the point to where it's gonna start cracking. And like we talked before in the kitchen, water finds a way. And that water is gonna seep through those cracks. If you don't do anything about it, it's gonna get to your subfloor, creating an issue over time to where you're gonna have to replace everything. And think about all the time that's gonna cost you, and all the money's gonna cost you. So with these trays, they're sitting just right above that subdecking, that tongue and groove subdecking. And that way you don't have that gap, and it's gonna be longer lasting for you, it's more durable. And then that way you're not having to worry about in the future, am I gonna fall through that wall or that floor? Again, something that's gonna last the duration of your home. And then finally over here, you have a vanity section just right over here to the side. Nice to be able to keep everything here on your countertop. It even has drawers that you can put stuff in, your clothes, and I don't know if you saw that, you have your soft close cabinets, and then your drawers, excuse me, and then of course you have the storage for all your linen and stuff like that. And just a reminder, soft close cabinets on those as well. So those are just a couple of things just here, and guys, I could go on and on in the bathroom, just about every room in the house, but that's what we have. I wanted to point out here in this master bathroom. All right, so there you have it. That is the urban value from my Austin Factory 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, 1736 square foot house. It is a beautiful home. I hope you have an opportunity to really take a look and see the video that I've just shown, and listen to the things that I've talked about here about this house. It is an amazing deal that we're having on this home. Again, this is a house that needs to sell to make room for another bigger house. So we're selling this particular one, and I'd love to have you take advantage of it. But yeah, don't take my word for it. Come out and see this house. Give me a call at 979-775-7558. Ask for Eric. Can we set up your appointment, or just come on in and ask for me. 2901 East Highway 21 here at Palm Harbor Homes in Bryan, right across from McDonald's and Burger King. Again, thank you for watching, and I look forward to hearing from you, and you have a fantastic day.